At 350 pounds, I didn't work out. I could hardly move. Walking was probably the best I could do. At the time of my surgery, I was working in a government office, and the building was very long. And I explained to my supervisor that I needed, especially because of just the healing processes and stuff, that I needed to exercise. So I would get up at least once every hour, if not every half hour, and walk from one end of my building to the other, and then come back to my desk. Walking is probably the best thing, and I try to walk as much as I possibly can. And now that I don't have all this weight on me, it's pretty easy to walk. I keep saying I'm going to do other exercise, but the type of work that I do, especially as a script supervisor, oftentimes we're on location where I've got to be hiking up and down hills and stuff like that, so I get plenty of walking type exercise. My husband, he's one of these really quiet guys, and I think he wanted me to get the surgery. He was supportive of that. But he was also afraid, for me, because he knew I was high risk. He was afraid that I might not make it through surgery. So, that wasn't, that was part of it. But he also knew, he could see how miserable I was, and he was concerned at my health and where I was going, and he wanted me around a little longer, I think, and so, it's been good. But like I said, he's quiet. Even though I've lost so much weight, he doesn't really say very much, but I hear from other friends how he brags about me. He doesn't do it to my face, but I hear he brags about it to his friends and stuff, and he's proud of how much I've lost. To this point, I've lost almost 200 pounds, and I would like to lose a bit more. I still have not had surgery to remove all the loose skin that was left from losing weight, and I don't know, after that maybe I won't need to lose anymore. I don't know. I totally love my lap band surgery. I tell people that all the time, that I am so glad I got it. I was reluctant to get it at first because I thought, oh, I'm not going to lose enough, because they tell you probably only lose like 35% of your excess body weight. And to me that sounded like, well, that's not enough. I want to get less than that. But I'm so happy for several reasons. Number one, I can eat whatever I want to, whenever I want to. And number two, it's adjustable. With the lap band, if you feel like you're starting to, if your stomach is stretched or whatnot, you can go down there and they do an adjustment, and it's just fine. By an adjustment, what that means is, basically with the lap band, it looks like a little tire that's around your stomach, and it cuts off just a little pocket of your stomach at the top, and so that fills up and makes you feel full, and then eventually it goes. Your whole stomach is still there, but that little bit fills up. Well, that little tire is it's like a tube. It's hollow, and they fill it up with saline solution. And the more saline solution is, the tighter that little tire gets. So if I feel like my stomach is getting too loose or something, like if the thing is stretched out, because one of the things what you'll find out as you're losing weight, the fat around your stomach will go away, and that little band will start giving way, and it'll seem like it gets bigger. So your stomach is going to feel bigger. So they can go in and put more saline solution in that, and they shrink your stomach back down, even make it a little tighter. And if perchance that they make it too tight and you feel like you can't eat hardly anything, they can also take some out and loosen it up a little bit. Or maybe after you've lost all your weight that you want to be able to eat a little bit more just to maintain your weight. They can loosen that up so you can eat a little bit more food. And then if you find out that you're eating too much, then they can tighten it back up. When they do the lap band, they put a little button, they call it a little port, right next to your belly button. And it's only about that big. And there's a little tube that goes to the little tire, which is up here. And when you go in for an adjustment, they put you on an X-ray machine, and they can see where the port is, and you drink some icky pasty stuff, so they can see it in the x-rays. And while you're drinking that, the doctor is either adding or subtracting the saline solution, so he can see, and regulate how much is passing through the little opening. And you don't even feel it. They even, I guess it's lidocaine or something like that on there, and so you don't feel. I mean, it's like it's done. And it's like, oh, aren't you going to do it yet? And so it takes like 15 minutes at the most is your appointment. You're only in there, less than that, and it's just real easy. And the other thing I like about the lap band is if perchance, a few years from now, I decide I don't want it anymore, they can take it off. I doubt that I would ever do that, but most people don't. But they could if I wanted them to.